For those unaware, Amazon is in pre-production working on a Mass Effect television adaptation. And being a big fan myself, and probably you if you're a person of culture, you probably felt like this. Especially after Fallout Season 1 and 2 has been really good, Amazon has proven they know how to do video game television. But an article came out this past weekend that stated the Mass Effect TV show was ordered to rewrite scripts and make them more appealing to non-gamers. Amazon has allegedly asked for the TV adaptation of Mass Effect to be rewritten to make it more appealing to non-gamers. That's according to The Ankler, which reports that the new head of Global TV, Peter Freelander, has asked to read the scripts of all in-development projects before awarding that all-important green light. As noted by IGN, this leaves the drama sci-fi series on the verge of a full order, leaving the production and us in limbo while we await a decision. It's not clear what aspects of the script that Freelander thinks could be put off those coming into the franchise for the first time. So we also talked about this on the podcast. Take this with a grain of salt. So they stated the Ankler, I've never heard of this website, was the source. And if you go here, right, and you search the article, nowhere in here is Mass Effect in specific mentioned. You can't find a specific mention, but I guess because they said all, I guess that's why they assume that Mass Effect is going to follow under that umbrella, but there's still not a specific mention here. So I would maybe take this with a grain of salt, but for a second, let's act like this is real. Exactly, Ramen. If this is real, not respecting the source material is exactly why the Halo TV show came out really bad. Nobody wanted to see Master Chief fucking that suit and be treated like a toddler. For Mass Effect, I feel like if you remove the gameplay, the story in itself, what makes it so great is it appeals to anybody. I feel like you could put Mass Effect on the Sci-Fi Channel right now and it'll appeal to anybody who likes sci-fi stuff, and maybe people who don't, because there's so many different themes within the games, whether we're talking Brotherhood, your typical save the universe type shit. You got family drama. You're dealing with cults, genocide, alien invasions, fucking. There's so many racism. There's so many themes covered in Mass Effect so masterfully. I don't think it needs to do anything that makes it appeal to non-gamers. I feel like Fallout is totally respectful to the source material. That's why I like it. And you don't have to be a gamer to appreciate it. I think the reason being is because the world that was crafted within Fallout is interesting to anybody. And you won't know that unless you play games. The same thing I think applies to The Last of Us. The Last of Us as a TV show works because at least the first game, I don't know about the second one, but at least the first game, the writing was strong enough that it appeals to anybody. That's why I think Expedition 33 can work as a movie or a TV show as well, because they hired a real author. If anything, what I'm getting out of this is these Hollywood execs were totally unaware that in the last 20 plus years, gaming has crafted some of the best stories in the medium, which is crazy because gaming has been the #1 medium form of entertainment for the last 20 plus years. It sells more than books, music, TV, and movies combined. And part of that is because not only has gameplay evolved, but the worlds that have been crafted have evolved as well. Now, if you ask a ball and gun gamer, they won't say that. They'll say gaming's dead. But if you're a person of culture, you know what the fuck going on, bruh. Okay, but technically they didn't say change the source material. It said make sure it was more appealing to non-gamers because a lot of that stuff made the game great. Yeah, but I think it's fair to assume you can see why people are a little worried about that. Where do you think most people's brain is going to go to when they hear make it more appealing to non-gamers? Can you give me an example of how that wouldn't be respectful to the source material? I feel like that's where most people's brains, and that's why they got to clarify these type of statements. And also, I don't think Hollywood has earned anybody's trust. You know, Hollywood is slow to adapt pretty much. This seems like if a decision motivated by top shareholders, the Halo TV show. So I'm hoping that this is not true. Take it with a grain of salt. I feel like there's so much there already that like to work with. There's no need for that. If anything, I think the biggest issue that Mass Effect would have being adapted into a live action version, whether it's a movie or a TV show, is the sets, the cosmetics, with like the makeup and the characters doing all the different aliens, and the costumes and stuff like that. I think that would be making it so it doesn't look tacky, and as well as like the CG. There's a lot of lore to cover in these worlds, and it's like, how do you get that all done in a timely manner? I get you, but like the Yakuza show said, make it your own, and that was a sign of changing the source material. Didn't they say that Yakuza show sucked? They need to have more sexy Asaris in the show. You just want to go to the strip club, you nasty nigga. Be quiet. The biggest challenge is going to be, how do we not make it look like Star Wars? Oh, I think that's easy. There's no lightsabers in it. There's no lightsabers, and there's not anything in Mass Effect that looks remotely like a damn Sith. The only thing Star Wars and Mass Effect have in common is space, but like they're very different in my opinion. Very different. The Turians got to be on point. The Turians got to be on. All the aliens got to be on point, bro. Yeah, that Yakuza show was basura. Yeah, cause I remember JG was talking about it. He said that shit was ass. Speaking of Star Wars, the Maul show's fire. Yeah, we'll get to it. Star Wars wasn't the first space series. Well, he didn't say that, but Star Wars is the most popular, so maybe he felt like people would compare it. But then there's a whole sci-fi channel, you know, of shows that have nothing to do with Star Wars and they're sci-fi related, and people don't compare those. I need some advice. I asked a girl out on a date and she said she'll have to think about it and tell me next time I see her in class. Is that equivalent to her saying no? It feels like a soft no. I don't know. You'll find out when you get to class, nigga. I don't know. Don't think about it too much, bro. Why? Let me ask you a question. Why you care so much? Why you so invested? That's the real question. You said that's a no? No, it might not be a no, to be fair. It could be a situation where maybe she had plans before and she has to think about, is it worth, you know. But then usually if they're really interested, they'll give you, if that day doesn't work, they'll give you a different day. But I knew you was gonna say that, and you're right. I shouldn't care too. You shouldn't care too much, bro. You too invested. Just wait and see. And if if she says no, the best thing you can do is say, all right, well, bet. I wish you well. Because they might fuck around and spin the block on you, because that shit turn them on, bro. Real shit. Keep it humble. Keep it cute. Keep it cute. Just wait and see, big dog. Just wait and see. She calling a girl. It could be a situation where maybe she never been on a date. She never been around a boy like, y'all don't know. Let's not act like it's not mad fem cells out here. She could have never been on a date before. Maybe been mad nervous or some shit. I don't know. As I said, wait and see. Anyways, what else we got? We did that joint right there. What up, Chief? Oh, here we go. Darth Maul. Speaking of Darth Maul, because we were just talking about Star Wars, perfect segue. I think it comes out this Wednesday. Maul, the Shadow Lord, debuts at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Meaning 100% of critics like the show. Like the show. Spin the block on her friend. Don't be toxic. Yo, chill out. It came out today? Oh, shit. I'll probably watch it sometime this weekend then. Yeah, I'm gonna be on it. Somebody in the chat earlier said I spelled Darth Maul wrong on the YouTube video. No, I didn't. I spelled it M-A-L-L on purpose. So you little niggas can come in here and tell me, well, actually, it's M-A-U-L, Darth Maul. You don't know any better. It's called engagement bait, and you fell for it, nigga. Get mad. It's the oldest trick in the playbook, bro. Purposely misspell shit to get niggas to comment. Because a comment is a comment. The algorithm doesn't look at whether you liked it or not. Well, actually. So yeah, if you're looking for something to watch, this comes out as well as new Invincible. I think Daredevil comes out this week and The Boys. Some people are saying this might be one of the greatest weeks in television. What else we got? Oh, speaking of Darth Maul, Star Wars actor Sam Witter says a Darth Maul game could be something special. With a new spin-off animated series coming out this month, Maul is back in the Star Wars spotlight since his first appearance in 1999's Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. The former Dark Lord of the Sith has become one of the series' most popular characters and has appeared in several video games over the years. Even though Maul has never starred in his own game, his current voice actor believes there's a chance to tell an incredible story if given the chance. In an interview with Discussing Film, actor Sam Whittier shared that he would love to see a Maul video game happen someday. I become convinced we could do an incredible story, yeah, Wither said. If you asked me, maybe 2 years ago, I don't know, yeah, probably, I would have said yes anyway, but now I'm like, I know what we can do with him for sure. Wood is very familiar with Star Wars and video games. His voice and likeness were used for Darth Vader's Secret Apprentice, Galen Mark, and 2008's The Force Unleashed, aka Starkiller. That's his real name. Who the fuck, bruh? This nigga just trying to hit his word count, bruh. How dare you call him that? That nigga's name is Starkiller. Come on now, bruh. Fucking nerd. Sam's writer isn't being used for Disney. I just feel like he's trying to get another check, but you know, I ain't mad at it, especially in this economy. He's like, it sure would be nice if I could play Darth Maul again. Wink, 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 and get my own video game. My only thing with a Darth Maul video game is, how would that work? Because in my head, it would just be kind of like a Batman Arkham Knight kind of knockoff, with a lightsaber. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but Darth Maul, he was one of the best hand-to-hand Sith. Like, he was great with his hands and great with the lightsaber, but he didn't use the space magic like that, really. Correct me if I'm wrong, eh? Like, he didn't have all the force lightning and all those abilities and shit. Like, I think he could do like a basic force push. I feel like his limited toolkit doesn't really translate into gameplay very well. He had magic. Was it in one of them fucking million spin-off shows that I haven't seen? He dabbled in the Force. He dabbled in it. It'll be Jedi Survivors with a new facelift and new mechanics. And me personally, I don't want that. I think it depends on how they can make him more unique. Maybe I don't know enough about the character then. But I could have swore he's primarily a hands type of person, because he was Palpatine's assassin. He pull up, slice your ass up, and leave. Counterpoint double lightsaber. That's in the Jedi games. Cal Kestis got the double lightsaber. Come on, man, y'all ain't playing no games. He's iconic enough to sell games though. That's fair. That is a fair point. His face card, because people hate episode 1. The only thing they like about the Phantom Menace is Darth Maul and probably Qui-Gon Jinn. So yeah, you're right about that. His face probably could just sell it. You are not wrong about that. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, no, but the actor says he's interested. Maybe it'll get booted up one day. We'll see. It would have to be more stealth based, I guess. That could be cool. Like a stealthy Darth Maul game, but then like you're forced to fight in certain sections. That could be cool. We could definitely use a live action Cal Kestis. I thought it would have happened by now. Keeping it in the realm of movies and video games, the first set for Elden Ring has leaked online. The Church of Marika. It actually looks pretty damn good. Maybe the live action Elden Ring might be decent. Imagine walking your dog and seeing this shit. Looks great. It looks just like the game, bro. I'll take another Force Unleashed. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Force Unleashed, first of all, Force Unleashed 1 was a good game. Force Unleashed 2 was not. As far as I'm concerned, when it comes to Star Wars, Cal Kestis got it. His games are better than... Starkiller is a cooler character, but Cal's games are way better. Like, I'm good. Let's just finish the trilogy before fucking EA ruins some shit, man. Give Jar Jar Binks a lightsaber for engagement bait. We don't need that, man. We don't need that. Oh, and then apparently a cutscene from Elden Ring leaked online. Elden Ring deleted scene has been leaked. A scene when Miquella plants the Hell Tree. Dialogue lines and other details have been posted by Lance McDonald. Apparently the Switch 2 version is gonna have like bonus content. I don't know if this is a part of it. I saw this already. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't really do nothing for me, but that XCOM Star Wars looks good. It does. What's up, buddy?
There also exist some number of unused lines of spoken dialogue.
Bonus content at 10 frames per second.
Without the intermediate cutscene file to connect these together, it's difficult to know for sure which
that dog with a big old butt
for playback during this specific video. Either way, these voice lines are found in the following order.
Young seedling, young seedling.
Seed your mom.
Grow larger, stronger. My dear twin, accept this gift. A gift of abundance. My last drop of dew.
This has got to be AI because the Crimson Desert Defense Force said Elden Ring ain't got no story. You might be onto something, bro. That's smart. That's smart. You might be onto something. It doesn't have a story. That's right. Hey, I haven't seen that nigga say nothing in the chat since he confessed to playing 90 hours and realized he ain't like the game. Why did you jokes aside, why did you rage quit after 100 hours on the game? I'm not gonna lie, 100 hours in, I don't know if I'd rage quit. You might as well just commit, bro. That's crazy, man.
Flourish.
He back on the game. That was as long as this break was. He installed it. He said, you know what, man, let me reinstall that shit, bro. Oh, shit.
If thou covetest the throne,
got to see it through, my boy.
my vision upon thine heart. In the new world of thy making,
sturdy dog,
all things will flourish, whether graceful or malign.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad live service games are dying. It's time to go back to where it all started. Live service games are not dying. Who told you that? They are not dying. 9 of the top 10 games last year on PS5 were live service. 15 of the top 20 games on PC are live service. It is not, that's not real. It's not real. Live service games are doing fine.
Of course, having been seen here in a somewhat incomplete state, this concept did not make its way into the final version.
New ones are dying? No, it's not. It's still 100,000, 200,000 on fucking on Arc Raiders. Like, what are you talking about? The best-selling game of last year was NBA 2K26. What are y'all talking about, man? This is why you niggas watch me and not the other way around.
But it is somewhat interesting to see how the various ideas that were floated during the game.
I just be saying shit.
Experimented upon before being set aside.
The first depressing ain't? Well, that game sucks. Probably referring to Fortnite being money hungry. And then even still, Fortnite's not dead. They said they had 800,000 players still on that bitch. Guys, 800,000 is not a failure. It might be on the decline, but it's still not a failure. I wish I made a game that had 800,000 players on it. What are y'all talking about, man? I don't think Time Taker's gonna last. Time Takers? What's Time Takers? What is that? Yeah, Marvel Rivals is doing fine. Like, do I need to pull this shit up for y'all again? Let's see. Steam DB. Live service. It's in early access and it's constantly being updated. If you want to be technical, you can say it's, but technically it's not, because once the game's done, I don't think it's gonna get updated. So we can let this one slide. But that's too, I don't know what the fuck that is. Live service. They already talking about putting out DLC and potentially a multiplayer component. It's not now, but this one could turn into a live service. Live service. Stardew Valley. Yeah, we'll let that one slide. I don't know, man. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 games right there, bro. What are y'all talking about? Live service. Y'all love that live service. And I'm gonna be honest, this game probably gonna blow up. Keep in mind, Deadlock is still in closed beta, and they're averaging almost 100,000 players. When this game opens up to everybody, it's out of here, because everybody loves this game. Live service games is not dead. Y'all love this shit. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Y'all love this shit. Oh my God. Live service. Every other chat teammate's got to remind people live stayers, they stay around for, you got like, yeah, there are some that fail. That's fair. Like nobody's saying that. But that doesn't change the fact that the industry is still dominated by live service games. That's the reason why these studios keep trying to make, they just keep going back into the casino hoping they hit, bruh. Because when you do get one, that bitch hit and you be printing money. I was shocked to see Dead by Daylight have 50,000 people on that bitch. Fucking 11 years later. That shit is crazy, man. Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube, man. Live service. Last but not least for this batch of articles, what up, homeless? Steam is working on providing frame rate data for games. Steam should soon be able to tell you what frame rate a game will provide for your PC. Players have recently been informed about the Steam Deck 2's release window through a new insider claim, with the handheld seemingly targeting 2028. What does that have to do with anything? As that goes on, Valve continues to improve the storefront with new features, including one that provides players with frame rate data for games. Spotted by The Gamer, Steam has revealed details about gathering frame rate data through a blog post last month. The gathering of the data would be optional and will be stored without connection to the player's Steam account. It could be identified through the kind of hardware the player was using and would be used to learn about the game's compatibility and improve Steam. Now more updates have been spotted towards the feature. A new post on Twitter discusses new data from Roadrunner on SteamDB. The post features a code that mentions a frame rate estimator and a description for it. Select an app in a PC config to get a chart of estimated frame rates. Ah, I get it. This is a W. So basically, before I hit the button, what I'm getting out of this is Steam is currently beta testing. When you go to like the store page, it can give you an estimate. Like Steam will be able to see the hardware on your PC and it can give you an estimate of what type of frame rate you would get playing that game on Steam with your PC. That's what I'm getting out of that. And if that's the case, that's a W. That will help a lot of people. I mean, once you become somewhat of an enthusiast, like an expert in the PC space, you'll be able to know what your kind of an idea what your PC can and can't do. But for people who are new to PC gaming and maybe a little bit nervous about optimizations on certain games, I think it would help those people just kind of get, oh, okay, my can run 60 on this. Okay, let me try it out then. Welcome to the stream, Cap. What up? What up? W quality life. Yeah, it's a small one, but this is a W quality of life feature, and this is why Steam, Valve continues to dominate the competition. We was talking about on the podcast. I talked about it last week too. GameStop apparently was working on a competitor back in the day to Valve. This is why Valve continues to crush it. And this is why, unfortunately, I don't want a monopoly, but this is why they do have it. They are, and it's because it's a privately owned company. They continue to still try to innovate and add things. Yo, shout out to Positive Influence with the super chat, adding a little bit to the support pot. I appreciate you with the 5. Appreciate you. It's coming pretty close. You can already post Steam reviews with your PC sex. I seen. That shit is fire, bro.